Can you feel it? That gut-wrenching sensation when a dream, once so vibrant and clear, begins to fray at the edges? When the path you've meticulously carved out for yourself suddenly becomes a dead end, and the only way forward seems to be a leap into the unknown. This isn't just about hockey. It's about the brutal, unforgiving reality of professional sports, where contracts are both promises and shackles, and a player's worth can shift with the wind. Tonight, we're diving deep into a story that embodies this harsh truth, a saga unfolding in the heart of the hockey universe, Toronto. So here's the burning question that echoes through the halls of Scotiabank Arena. When a player and a team find themselves in an irreconcilable deadlock with no trade in sight and a career hanging in the balance, is the ultimate, most drastic solution a mutual contract termination truly the only way out, a desperate measure that could offer a lifeline to a frustrated veteran and a much-needed escape for a team burdened by an unmovable asset? The Toronto Maple Leafs, a franchise perpetually under the microscope, are once again at the center of a swirling vortex of speculation. But this time, it's not about a blockbuster trade for a superstar or a dramatic playoff run. Instead, it's a far more somber, yet equally compelling, narrative involving veteran center David Kampf. The air around the Leafs organization is thick with tension, a palpable sense of unease, as both the team and Kampf find themselves trapped in a conundrum of their own making, a stalemate that has insiders whispering about the most extreme of resolutions: a mutual contract termination. This isn't just a roster move, it's a human story, a testament to the cutthroat nature of the NHL, where even the most dedicated players can find themselves on the outside looking in. Let's dissect this perplexing situation, a scenario that has left fans and analysts alike scratching their heads. At its core, the impasse stems from a fundamental misalignment between the Maple Leafs' strategic vision and Kampf's current role and performance. The Leafs, a team perennially chasing the Stanley Cup, have made it abundantly clear where Kampf stands on their depth chart. Beyond the undisputed titans of Auston Matthews and John Tavares, a formidable trio of Nick Roy, Max Domi, and Scott Laughton have all been placed ahead of Kampf. This isn't a subtle hint, it's a stark declaration that Kampf, once a reliable defensive presence, is no longer considered a top-tier option for the team's crucial center positions. The message is unambiguous. The Leafs have moved on, at least in terms of their preferred lineup. But the plot thickens, and the responsibility for this predicament isn't solely on the team's shoulders. David Kampf, a player known for his unwavering commitment to defensive responsibilities, has, by all accounts, played his way out of the Leafs lineup. While his defensive acumen remains a constant, a bedrock of his game, his complete absence of scoring has rendered him, in the eyes of the Maple Leafs brass, highly undesirable. In today's NHL, where speed, skill, and offensive contributions are paramount, a defensive specialist who offers little to no scoring punch becomes a luxury few teams, especially those with cup aspirations, can afford. It's a harsh reality, but a reality nonetheless. The game evolves, and players must evolve with it or risk being left behind. The situation has escalated to a point of no return, a truly unenviable position for both player and club. The Maple Leafs, in a move that speaks volumes about their desperation, have effectively buried Kampf in the AHL. This isn't just a demotion, it's a clear signal that they've exhausted their options. The team has actively tried to find a trade partner to offload Kampf and his remaining contract, but to no avail. No one, it seems, is willing to take on a player who, despite his defensive merits, is perceived as a significant offensive liability, especially with a $2.4 million AAV attached for the next 2 seasons. It's a classic case of an immovable object meeting an unyielding force, and the result is a deadlock that benefits no one. And what of David Kampf himself? Imagine the frustration, the disillusionment, the sheer weight of uncertainty that must be pressing down on him. As noted by the ever-insightful Elliot Friedman in a recent Saturday Headlines segment, Kampf is frustrated and has taken time away from the game to ponder his fate. This isn't just a player being benched, it's a professional athlete, a man who has dedicated his life to the sport, grappling with the potential end of his tenure with a storied franchise, perhaps even questioning his future in the league. It's a deeply personal struggle, played out under the harsh glare of the public eye, and it elicits a profound sense of empathy for a player caught in such an agonizing limbo. It was Friedman, with his unparalleled access and keen understanding of the league's inner workings, who truly illuminated the potential path forward, however drastic it may seem. He suggested that a mutual contract termination could be the solution to the impasse. This isn't a common occurrence in the NHL, but it's not unprecedented either. Friedman, ever the historian of hockey's intricate dealings, even provided compelling examples of similar cases, offering a glimmer of hope for Kampf and a potential blueprint for the Leafs. He specifically cited Connor Sheary and Brandon Saad as players who, in recent memory, mutually agreed to terminate their contracts, seeking a fresh start and a new lease on their NHL careers elsewhere. Think about Connor Sheary's journey. After leaving the Tampa Bay Lightning, a team where he struggled to find his footing, he found a new home and a renewed sense of purpose with the New York Rangers, reuniting with his former coach Mike Sullivan. It was a move that revitalized his career, proving that sometimes a clean break is precisely what's needed to reignite a player's passion and performance. Similarly, Brandon Saad, after parting ways with the St. Louis Blues last season, quickly caught on with the Vegas Golden Knights, a team that valued his specific skill set and provided him with an opportunity to contribute meaningfully. These aren't just anecdotes, they are powerful precedents demonstrating that a mutual termination, while a painful divorce, can ultimately lead to a happier, more productive marriage for both player and team. For David Kampf, such a termination would be a lifeline, a chance to escape the purgatory of the AHL and the uncertainty of his current situation. With his contract off the books, he would become an unrestricted free agent, free to pursue opportunities with any NHL club willing to take a chance on his defensive prowess and leadership. It would allow him to shed the burden of an unmovable contract and seek a team where his specific talents are valued, where he can once again feel like a vital contributor rather than a forgotten asset. It's a path fraught with uncertainty, but one that offers the tantalizing prospect of a fresh start, a new chapter in his professional life. From the Maple Leafs' perspective, a mutual termination, while involving a financial payout, could offer a crucial escape from a situation that has become a significant drain on their resources and roster flexibility. Unless, as Friedman noted, the Leafs can find a team desperate enough to take on the final 2 years of Kampf's $2.4 million AV contract, a prospect that seems increasingly unlikely, there are very few other avenues available. If Kampf is unwilling to play in the AHL, and a trade is impossible, then the team is truly stuck. A termination, though costly in the short term, would free up a roster spot, provide cap relief, and allow General Manager Brad Treliving to pursue other options that better align with the team's immediate needs and long-term goals. It's a difficult decision, but one that might ultimately be the most pragmatic for a team with championship aspirations. However, Friedman, ever the cautious and meticulous reporter, was quick to temper expectations, emphasizing that nothing imminent is on the horizon between David Kampf and the Toronto Maple Leafs. His thoughts, at this point, remain speculative, a well-informed projection rather than a confirmed report. This caveat is crucial, reminding us that in the unpredictable world of professional sports, situations can change in an instant. The Leafs, after all, might still be playing a waiting game, hoping that the relentless grind of the NHL season, with its inevitable onslaught of injuries, will create a desperate buyer. Consider the Vancouver Canucks, for instance, a team currently getting hammered by injuries. They serve as a prime example of how quickly a team's needs can shift, how a player once deemed undesirable can suddenly become a valuable commodity. The Leafs might be biding their time, holding out for that one phone call from a general manager facing a crisis, a GM desperate enough to overlook Kampf's offensive struggles in favor of his defensive reliability and veteran presence. It's a high-stakes poker game, with both sides holding their cards close, waiting for the opportune moment to make their move. But how long can this waiting game last? How much longer can Kampf endure this professional purgatory? Ultimately, this saga is a poignant reminder of the human element in professional sports. Beyond the contracts, the cap hits, and the depth charts, there are individuals, men who pour their hearts and souls into their craft. David Kampf's situation is a testament to the harsh realities of a league that demands constant evolution, relentless performance, and an unwavering ability to adapt. For the Maple Leafs, it's a test of their management's ability to navigate complex contractual situations while maintaining their focus on the ultimate prize. A mutual contract termination, while a dramatic and painful parting, might just be the most humane and practical solution for both parties, allowing Kampf to seek a new beginning and the Leafs to move forward unburdened. So, what's your take on this unfolding drama, hockey fanatics? Do you believe a mutual contract termination is the inevitable, perhaps even necessary, outcome for David Kampf and the Toronto Maple Leafs? Or do you think the Leafs should hold out, hoping for an injury-riddled team to come calling? We want to hear your passionate opinions. Give this video a like if you found this deep dive insightful, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep this crucial conversation going.